I guess it's my bad.
You didn't warn me.
Well, I asked you if you're ready like 4 times.
Ready? You never were doing it.
Hello, welcome to Gearing Up. This is the podcast where my wife and I talk about...
Getting rid of rugs.
I don't know. I'm going to probably cut that out. I'll probably fade it in so that you can't
It's just
hear
real
it as
life.
much.
It's just real.
Well, anyways, yeah. This is where we talk about everyday carry stuff, but we also talk about life and what's going on and what we're into, and sometimes we just talk about random stuff. And this episode, not to scare anybody off, it's gonna be a little random.
Oh boy.
So this episode is actually going to be the last one of 2019. It is December 18th. It's a Wednesday night. It's 7:30 in the evening.
Oh my gosh, we need to hurry. It's
I know.
bedtime.
Well, okay. And I just, the schedule's been kind of wonky as it is lately because we've been so busy that I thought, let's just record this one and then we'll call it a season. And I'm looking forward to coming back after the break. I've got some really exciting things in mind, and I've got a really cool brand partner for the season, and yeah, it's gonna be nice. We're gonna change up the format a little bit. So before we get into this episode's topic, I want to talk about season 3 and what's coming out. And there's not a whole lot I want to share just yet. Just that after getting some feedback from people, I think I want to change up the format a little bit and go to every other week, because we were trying to do it every week and it just kind of got,
it never happened.
It got busy, or we put it off, or April wasn't feeling it. So
that's usually the third one.
Yeah. And just to clear up, like, for anyone, oh, April, what the heck? April doesn't do this because April wants to do it. She does it because I want her here, and she knows that it would suck if she wasn't here. So if she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't have to do it. But I'm glad that she's here, because I feel like you bring an interesting perspective and some good banter that otherwise just wouldn't exist.
It's just less weird when you don't talk to yourself.
Well, it's pretty normal when I talk to myself, I think.
Okay.
I mean, but yeah, I could see that, like, listening back to this, it might not be as enjoyable. So
do you make jokes with yourself too?
Sometimes.
You're like, knock knock, who's there?
No, I definitely don't do knock knock jokes and run across the desk to different mics, like running around,
Quick
sitting
scurry.
in different chairs. No, so I think spreading it out a little bit is going to be good for us. And then also time-wise, I asked if people preferred shorter or longer episodes, and it was pretty well split. So I thought we'd settle somewhere kind of in the middle of, like, the 40-minute range. Maybe a little longer, maybe a little shorter, just kind of depending on the topic and what's going on and all of that stuff. So, that way... Am I bothering? Did I kick you? I'm sorry.
No.
You're just thinking about getting rid of this rug again, aren't you?
No.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I had something I was going to look at. I noticed it.
On your leg?
And then I forgot.
Like you got bit or something?
No. It's like a freckle, but then there's like a cut on it. So I was like, oh my God, is my freckle changing colors?
Yeah, definitely don't Google that.
Because I freak out.
With everything.
But I'm good.
Life update. You're pregnant. We announced that in the last...
Don't put still in there.
Well...
Jeez.
Okay. You're pregnant. Well, I'm just saying, like, you haven't had the baby.
You're pregnant too.
I didn't know. No.
Like before Christmas.
We're pregnant. No.
This is your house too.
Yeah. Foster is getting smarter by the day, and he's getting to the point where he's outsmarting us, and...
yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, he said okay, whatever to us tonight. I'm like... And it wasn't like he wasn't being a jerk. He was just like... I told him to go put his clothes in the dirty clothes, and he's really good at doing that. He said, "Okay, whatever."
It wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't trying to be ugly.
Yeah, he was just like, "Okay." I guess he just thinks that's when you say whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was really funny. Anyways, anything else exciting happening life-wise?
No.
No. I mean, we're pretty boring still.
Well, we always will be.
Yeah. That's not going to change. If you're looking for, like, the episode where all of a sudden our life is super exciting, you're gonna
Click
be around
off now.
You're gonna be around for a while. Yeah, so that's a little bit of a life update, a little bit of info on season 3. We'll come back after the first of the year. I'm thinking kind of end of January, first week of February, just to give us some time off. And this time of year, obviously super busy and people are traveling, and so Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed right, and that's kind of what we did last year, but we didn't come back until like March or April. We'll come back much sooner. I will say though, we still ended the year with 28 episodes this season, so that's still more than once every 2 weeks. So
oh, good. How many did we have last time?
I'm pretty satisfied. Like 15, I think, in season 1.
Okay.
So again, doing it once every other week. My goal is 26 episodes by the end of the year, but maybe we'll do some bonus stuff. Maybe we'll do some more. Maybe we won't. Who knows? But I'm working out some fun and hopefully exciting things. Also, if you're listening and you want another podcast, my good friend Tom Medvedich, God, I swear, I hope I'm not butchering his last name. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. He started a podcast. He's done 1 episode. I really hope he sticks with it and does more, because it was interesting. For those that don't know Tom, he also, I call him Tom like I'm cool, like I'm like on the inside. He's my friend. He's notorious EDC. He's got like, I don't know, 100,000 followers or whatever he's got, and so he's got 40,000 followers, but I try to act like I'm cool because I follow his main account, like his personal account, and we message back and forth. I talked to Tom, and I was really excited when he said he was going to do the podcast, and when he put it up, it was just an interesting like half hour of Tom just chatting, and he's a photographer, and just a super creative guy, and so
like that's his job.
Yes, he is a photographer. He does he works with like cosmetic companies. He just put out this super cool video for 1800 Tequila. He directed it. Like, just the stuff that he puts out. I wish I could find one of his like old Kraken shots or the rosé. I'm scrolling through his feed right now. That's why I'm kind of like getting slow and but yeah, like oh crap, I just scrolled off of it. Anyways, Tom's a super cool guy. I highly recommend you go check out his podcast. It's called Mad Focused. And Tom, I hope you don't mind me shouting it out, because he says he kind of tries to keep his, he doesn't cross over. It's not like an Everyday Carry podcast. So if that's what you're going over there for, like, that's not what it is. So don't. But he is super cool, and I just had to shout him out since he started. Cool. So now we're almost 8 minutes in, and we still don't know what this episode's about. Would you like to know? So I thought it would be fun. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were talking about all these, at the end of the year, it gets exciting because all of these like best of the year things come out, like YouTube Rewind and like all that stuff. And it's 2019, so it's the end of the decade as well. So it's the end of the 2010s. Oh. And so there's a lot of these like best of decades coming out. And so I thought it would be fun to kind of go through the kind of crazy top moments of the 2010s. And the only reason I'm saying no, we're not, and we're gonna go like super fast and really pick out.
You need to bring your mic up.
Sorry. We're gonna go pretty fast through them and really so it's just
not like I have to talk. You're just doing all the talking.
Well, we're just going to talk about them.
Okay.
So I found a few articles that talk about like.
Now these are like your personal best of?
No.
Oh.
No. This is like top one. So okay, so the top. So I've got a list of things that like you forgot happened this decade, which I'm not going to go through all of them, but I was going through the list and I was like, oh yeah, hey, I remember that, and it was just kind of trip down memory lane, so it was kind of fun, and then I've got the top 10 songs of the decade for the top hits charts. And then, so I thought it would be fun to go through those real quick and just kind of remember how much of a jam some of these are.
How much of a jam?
Like they're like, oh man, that's such a jam.
Is that what people say?
I don't know.
Oh.
And then there's like gadgets and like stuff like that. So, yeah, so let's just jump into it.
Go ahead.
Well, do you want to start with things you forgot happened, or do you want to run through the top 10 songs?
Things I forgot happened.
Okay, let me go to that article. Okay, so going back through, this is pretty interesting. Just right off the bat, the first iPad came out in April of 2010.
Wow.
So it's been almost 10 years that the iPad's been out. And to say that it's kind of changed.
It seems like longer than that, though.
Yeah, but does it? Like, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like that was a huge milestone in like tech and how we, like my brother, he doesn't have a laptop anymore. I don't think he's just got his iPad Pro, and he uses that for everything. Another one is Rebecca Black's Friday was released.
Friday.
Yeah, in March of 2011. Planking was a thing.
That's the stupidest
Do you remember
thing.
planking?
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, it says, you might remember when this strange craze took over the world back in 2011. It was a simple fad that involved lying face down in bizarre locations.
It was the stupidest.
Yeah, it was really dumb. Harry Potter, the series Harry Potter, like the last book was written in July of 2011. Ooh. Do you remember Coney 2012?
No.
Oh, man.
What is that?
This was a thing that like Coney...
Like a hot dog?
No, Kony.
Oh.
Oh my god. This group released this short documentary film and it went viral. And this was in 2012. I'm getting some facts from this page. And it was just like this urging viewers to take action against Ugandan warlord Joseph Kony for his many crimes and human rights abuses. I just remember that, like, it was like, oh my god, this is all, like, we need to stop Kony. And it was like this thing, and then nothing ever happened. Like, people don't even remember.
No, I don't
Like, you don't even remember, yeah. Gangnam Style was a thing. July 2012, you remember that? Do you remember when people thought the world would end?
Yeah, that was in 2000.
December 2012? No.
Oh.
No. I'm talking about the Mayan calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember December 21st, 2012, I think it was. And that was supposed to be like the end of the Mayan calendar, and everybody freaked out.
Everybody, I don't know if everybody freaked out.
Some people freaked out. The Ice Bucket Challenge.
Yeah, I remember
July, like mid to late August 2014. Everybody was doing the Ice Bucket Challenge. Do you remember the dress?
Yeah, the different colors.
Yeah, it was black or blue or white and gold.
When was that?
February of 2015.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going through. I remember Harambe in 2016. Do you remember Harambe?
No.
It's amazing how many of these things that I guess we're just plugged into pop culture differently.
What's Harambe?
So I'll just read what this says. You might remember when this gorilla took over the internet back in May of 2016.
Oh, he killed the kid?
No, they killed the gorilla.
That's right.
They killed Harambe because the kid was...
That's right.
Yeah. And that was...
What did they want to happen?
Well, they didn't want anything. The kid crawled into the thing and the gorilla was like dragging him.
Yeah, I know. So,
and a tranquilizer wouldn't...
People upset about the fact that they killed him?
I think they were just upset about the situation, like that it happened in general. Like,
okay.
It stinks.
Because,
yeah.
I would think you would take a kid over a gorilla.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, it just stinks.
Yeah.
You're picking the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, that is sad.
Well, not the lesser of two evils.
That poor gorilla was just playing.
I don't know what the opposite of lesser of two evils, but...
He didn't know he was doing bad.
Yeah.
Aww.
July of 2016, Pokemon Go came out. Holler.
I was really into that one.
Were you?
Mm-hmm.
No, you weren't.
I was catching them all.
Early to mid 2017, everyone was playing with fidget spinners. Some people still play with. Shut up. Oh god, this one, I remember this. Do you remember when the emergency alert came on about the missile in Hawaii?
No.
That was a false alarm?
No.
God, I remember that. And I remember there's a couple of people that I follow in Hawaii, and I was like, oh my god, is this a real thing?
A missile?
It was an emergency alert system, and it said, ballistic missile threat inbound to Hawaii. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a drill. And it was a false alarm, and it was like,
like there was going to be a...
Like a bombing. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was pretty nuts.
That's scary.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
when
crazy
was
to...
that?
That was... Crap, January of 2018. So it's more recent.
Yeah.
And then there's a few others on this list that they didn't stick out to me, but that was the list of things that you forgot happened in the 2010s.
Okay.
You want to go through the songs now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I'm just gonna go through the top 10, and we'll go 10.
Do I know them?
Oh yeah, you know every single one of these.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start at 10 and kind of work my way back. I think that makes the most sense. So coming in at number 10 is "Rolling in the Deep" by Adele. Mm-hmm. There's a fire starting. Anyways, huge song. Like that's still a good song. I love that song. Ooh. Anyways, number 9, Despacito.
Well, so what? But what's the year?
Oh, I don't know.
It's just
this is just the top 10 of the decade.
Okay.
Like, yeah, sorry.
You said the year.
Some of these have like peak position dates. I mean, Rolling in the Deep was 2011. Despacito was number 9.
Never got into it.
Despacito.
No. It was
Despacito.
not my jam.
I still love that song.
No. I want, it's like all the like popular songs give me like 3 or 4 listens, and then maybe I'll like it. But that one I never got
into it.
It just kind of drove me nuts.
I just don't think there were enough remixes of Despacito.
I do like the remix of Baby Shark.
Oh my god. I hate to disappoint, but Baby Shark didn't make the list.
Oh. Well,
Do you want me to go on?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 8 is "Somebody That I Used to Know." Gaudier. Do you remember that song? Mm-hmm. Let's speed it up a little bit. 7 is "Old Town Road" by Lil Nas X. Another one that you never got into.
No.
A more recent song too, but it holds the record for like number 1, longest run at number 1 or something like that.
No, that one kind of drove me nuts too.
Okay, that's number 7. Number 6 is "We Found Love" by Rihanna featuring Calvin Harris. Wait, one more time. How does it go? I didn't think you actually.
Why are you trying to speed up?
Well, because we got a couple more to go through.
Oh, okay.
Number 5, "Girls Like You," Maroon 5 featuring Cardi B.
Girls like
I just have such
I like that one.
distaste. Like, Maroon 5 puts the worst taste in my mouth. Like, I hate them.
Wow.
I just can't stand them.
Don't take that back. You can't say you hate them.
I hate their music.
No.
I can hate their music. Adam Levine's cool, whatever.
Nice.
But they went from like a band that made actually pretty good music to like, hey, let's go ahead and make this a cookie cutter, and we'll sample crazy pop beat, insert catchy chorus, and
they're still popular.
Insert hot rapper. I mean, that's literally, they did it with Wiz Khalifa, Cardi B, I'm sure a million others that I'm missing. But anyways, yeah, so "Girls Like You," number 5, not a fan. Number 4 is "Closer," Chainsmokers featuring Halsey. Yep. Number 3 is by Ed Sheeran. Bum, 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 bum.
What's
bum,
that?
Bum. Love isn't the best.
Oh.
"Shape of You."
What? Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was just going to say. What was that one that was so good?
Yeah, that one was really good. I still like that song. Number 2 is like the only one on the list, aside from Maroon 5, because I hate them. Number 2 is the only one that I was like, I kind of don't like that song at all. And it's "Party Rock Anthem" by LMFAO. Party rocking in the house tonight. Everybody just
so.
Shake that. Yeah. Oh my god, we're so white right now. And then number 1, still the jam, and will be the jam like when our kids are older and they're like, quit listening to your old music. I will still crank this song.
Oh my gosh.
It is "Uptown Funk," Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars. Oh, come on. It's the jam. That's so good.
I'm just kind of over that. I'm over all those because, I'm looking into the future.
Oh, well, okay. What do you listen to now? What's good now? I'm just kidding. Don't answer that.
I'm not listening to anything right now.
Okay.
Well, I'm listening to Christmas music right now.
Okay, so I love gadgets, right?
Yep.
So these next like 3 articles, and we're gonna go through them pretty quickly, because a lot of them say the same thing, but they are like the top gadgets of the 2010s. Yeah, I mean, as long as we're talking along with it, we can't get stricken for copyright.
That wasn't long enough.
This is free use.
Right?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so The Verge put out this really cool article of the 100 best gadgets. I'm not going to go through that. I thought I'd go top 5 and kind of talk about them, but there were some that didn't even break the top 10 that kind of surprised me. And some of them are kind of funny, but let's just jump through the top 5 real quick. The Tesla Model S, which came out in 2012. I still love the Tesla, like the Cybertruck that just came out, super goofy looking thing. I love the company, I love what they're doing, not for me yet. Number 4 is the Samsung Galaxy S6. I disagree. Number 3 is the Apple MacBook Air, not the first gen.
With what though? What?
Were you not paying attention?
You disagree? I don't know what you mean.
What was number 4?
The Samsung Galaxy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, because you're an Apple fan?
Well, no, I just of the decade, like, it just seems...
You think that's a little overkill?
It just seems like pretty, like...
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The Apple what?
The MacBook Air, the 2013 edition, the one that I had. It was a really great computer that wasn't super, super expensive. I mean, it was still pricey, but... At the time for Apple, it was good.
Like $1,200?
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, then they dropped it to $1,000, and that's when it really which is still crazy, but you know. Number 2, the Amazon Echo absolutely has changed the way that.
You know what? I don't know about Echo.
Okay,
I don't know about
why
that.
not?
I don't know about that. Our
Why
phones,
not?
they're just always listening to us.
It is what it is. And then number 1, I kind of agree with, but kind of don't, is the Apple iPhone 4. It came out in 2010.
Why the 4?
Well, so I said the same thing. Then I actually read their explanation.
Go back to a 4.
No. The reason they liked the 4 is because of everything that it kind of introduced and design-wise and feature-wise. So it was the first iPhone to have a front-facing camera. Its rear camera was like insanely good for the time. And it was kind of the first phone that did the glass on the front, glass on the back, metal all the way around, like that kind of sandwich design.
The first time they made a really, really breakable one.
Right. But it just, design-wise, I don't know. I liked it too. I had an iPhone 4. I really liked it. Actually, I had a 4S.
I mean, I'm sure I did it sometime.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I think you did.
I like to skip
Anyways,
numbers.
that was their top 5, but... Like, scrolling through the list, like, AirPods made it at number 6, which I have to agree. Like, I love my AirPods, and...
They hurt my ears.
I'm sure they do. No. The Nintendo Switch came in at, like, number 15. That made me sad. This was a good one. Number 12 was a TV remote with the Netflix button. Brilliant.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Am I disturbing you tonight? Because you seem a little bothered by my comments.
No. What do you mean?
Because I said they hurt my ears. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they do.
No. I just know that you are not a fan of AirPods.
I don't like Apple headphones.
Yeah.
The shape hurts my ears.
Yeah. No, I can see that.
Anyway.
The Ring doorbell came in at number 22.
Uh-huh.
I think that was a pretty inventive gadget. I think it was pretty cool.
Once again, kind of creeps me out.
A little bit, but, it's expected. I'm scrolling through the list. I don't see anything else that's like super crazy. The Pebble came in. The Pebble smartwatch.
Oh, okay.
Came in at number 34. Yeah, it went out. Ooh.
I know.
Still hurts.
I know.
But Google apparently just acquired Fitbit. So Pebble was acquired by Fitbit in 2018, and now Google has acquired Fitbit. At least I think that's what's the case. So if that's true, then that's awesome, because then that means maybe they're gonna implement I don't know. Anyways, I just love the Pebble smartwatch. It was great. It's kind of what got my start and led us here, so I
remember when you told me you applied to write for them.
Were you excited for me?
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah.
I was glad that you did something that was kind of out there.
Yeah. Well, and here we are, all because of that.
Yeah.
So that was The Verge, and then...
It really is.
Yeah.
Even like your job, don't you think?
Yeah, no, most definitely. We're at 24 minutes.
Sorry, are we trying to keep it
No.
under 30?
So you don't need to apologize. I'm just saying, like, you were talking about we need to hurry because it's bedtime. I'm just trying to...
It is. It's 7:53 now. Let's
respect those wishes.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Anyways, so these next two lists, I thought it would be cool to go through. It is the top 10, so it's a much shorter list. But a lot of them are kind of the same. So this is from Time. The iPad makes the list. The Model S makes the list. Chromecast. I will say that the Google Chromecast has changed the way that I interact with media. Would you agree? You wouldn't, because you don't care. But like every time,
know.
well, like every time when I'm out in the garage working, I'm using the Chromecast.
Yeah.
Because it turned that tiny little cheap TV into a smart TV. AirPods made this list. The Switch. There's just a bunch.
Is this the TV that's bigger than ours in the bedroom?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, you were saying? But yeah, Time kind of hit on all the same things, but I wanted to bring up the Chromecast, but I also wanted to talk about the DJI Phantom, the drone. Like, that became, like, the hot thing for a minute. Drones. I feel like the drone isn't, like...
You don't think drones are cool anymore?
I don't think it's as cool. Now, DJI came out with...
YouTubers love them.
The new Mavic Mini. It's, like, so tiny. It's, like, the size of my phone, and
It's a drone?
Yeah, it's super cool. So, I guess they're still a thing. But anyways, that was Time's list, or parts of it. Some of them just weren't interesting to me. And then Huffington Post did one. That was the top 10 gadgets. And yet again, the iPad comes in at number 1. The Raspberry Pi didn't get enough love, but I think that
Raspberry Pi?
Yeah, it's a tiny little credit card sized computer that's super cheap.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like $35. But you have to like know how to program and stuff. Like it requires some skill.
Huh.
It's pretty neat.
What's it called? Raspberry Pi?
Mm-hmm. Pi. Like the digits.
Interesting.
And just going through this list, like there's, the Echo makes the list, the Apple Watch makes the list. But when I thought back through like the 2010s, like, the smartphone game really went up. Gaming for me was a big thing. Like, I had a PS3, then I had the Nintendo Switch came out in like 2017, I think it was. And I really enjoyed it. I mean, I have one sitting right here because I was playing it while I was waiting on you, which was like 5 minutes. But anyways, I just thought it was neat to go back through and look back at like everything that had happened and like all the stuff that kind of got us. I mean, if you think back to our last 10 years, oh my God, in the last 10 years we've gotten married. I graduated college. You graduated college. We had a kid. We bought a house. Bought some cars. Got another kid on the way. It's been a pretty eventful 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You pretty much covered all the
those
events.
are kind of the key things, yeah.
Yeah.
Made some moves.
Oh, yeah. Quite a few of those.
Missed some Thanksgivings. Shout out Best Buy.
I went home a couple times without you, didn't I?
Yeah.
How rude of me.
Yeah, we had. I remember the year we moved to New Braunfels. I guess 2012 or 13, whatever it was. That Black Friday, like you were gone, and me and like 3 of the guys from work came back to the house and like watched TV.
Y'all did?
Mm-hmm.
To our house?
Mm-hmm. And I remember Blake slept in the guest room. Jose slept on the couch. I don't remember.
Where
who
were
else
all
was
their
there.
people?
Huh?
Where were all their people?
I don't know. They had to work, so they were here.
Huh. That's sad.
It's one of those things. But we had fun.
Is that when we were in the 2-bedroom?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Man, what a decade.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like it's New Year's. But anyways, this is, listen, well, in a way, okay, listen, we're saying goodbye for season 2. Like, this is the closing of another chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And this season, we've had some cool guest hosts really early on. I did my interview with Paul Lusk and Rustic EDC and Cobalt Customs, and I've got a couple others lined up for next season, I think.
But I'm an oldie but goodie.
Mm-hmm. You're a solid power choice.
Mm-hmm.
But, I guess if I'm going to close it up, I just want to say thanks. Thanks to everybody that listens and rates and downloads and comments and all of that stuff. I mean, I enjoy doing this. I know you don't always enjoy it, but sometimes you do. Sometimes you goof off.
Yeah.
Don't sell it too much, okay? Calm down a little bit there.
I think I've just realized my problem.
What's your problem?
Every time before we do this, I go take a shower and get, lotion on and all this that makes me all relaxed.
Calm down. Good.
And then I come in here and I'm like...
Yeah. You got to stop doing that.
But
I'm going to go take a shower afterwards.
I know, but I like to get fully...
Yeah. You want to get done with, everything on your checklist.
And then I'll come do this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
I get it. Do we need to move this into the bedroom?
No.
So you can...
No.
Do we don't want to record in the bedroom?
I don't want this.
No, I don't mean literally move that. I just mean
Oh. I didn't want this ugliness in the bedroom.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that.
It's just not very... it's good.
Thanks. You're so sweet. But yeah, so we're going to be doing some cool stuff for season 3. I've got a season-long sponsor. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to try to do some more stuff on Instagram Live and Instagram TV, IGTV. So be on the lookout for that. And I just want to say I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And thank you guys so much for listening in. Thank you for listening
around,
period.
Listening up, listening down.
We don't need to end the sentence with a preposition. So I appreciate you guys listening to the podcast, and I hope to have a lot more fun.
Entertain you next year.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything, April?
Nope, I've said it all.
Wow. Well,
what's everybody's favorite Christmas treat?
Oh my God, are we really getting into this at 33 minutes?
That's it. That's my only question.
Well, do you want me to wait for an answer?
On Greg's Instagram.
What's your favorite Christmas treat?
Yeah, what do you have to have at Christmas time? It doesn't even have to be a treat. You could just say a savory thing.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Well, again, signing off. Everyone have an awesome Christmas, and we'll talk to you guys next season.
Okay, bye.
Peace.